separation of humanity and church.
Wow,
Yep.
man. Wow.
It was his ability to be with the sinners. It was his ability to eat with the sinners.
Yes, sir.
It was his ability to know what a person was in and still embrace them.
Yes, sir.
The woman who was caught in the act of adultery.
Oh man, you in the vein.
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He knew.
Yeah.
But he's still the biggest thing for me in that scripture was after he writes in the sand, after he said he without sin cast the first stone, after all that stuff, everybody walks away and Jesus looks at this woman. He says to her, "Where are your accusers? Are they no more?" And she said, "They are no more." Check this. He tells her, "Go and sin no more."
Yep.
He never addresses her adultery.
Never.
So good, Pops.
Never.
That's good.
He never addresses her
Never.
adultery.
Never.
The woman at the well, he mentions it, he knows it, but he shows her that there's more to her
Yep.
than the fall, than
Yep.
the sin, than the position,
Yep.
than the issue. David gets up after the baby is dead and he goes and washes and he changes his clothes.
Yep.
God doesn't remove him from the position,
Nope.
but we want to remove people from the position once we find out that they've fallen
Yep.
or that they in certain things or was indulging in certain things.
And I think a lot of times we want people to, we coach people into tell me.
Facts.
Tell me.
Yeah.
Give me
the secret.
Give me the secret.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Or we
Not-
mask it
not-
over. I just want to pray for you. I need to know how to
Oh
pray
my
for
gosh.
you.
That's the
Dangerous.
worst. That's the worst.
Yeah.
And then and I'm like, you want to know this,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, man, I just want to help you and da 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 da. No, you just want to know.
Yeah, I call them baiters.
Yeah.
They bait you for information.
Yeah.
They bait you to
Man.
know that's the secrets, the intimate spaces.
Yeah.
Man.
Because what you gonna do with it?
Yep.
Woo.
What you gonna do with it after you learn it?
Facts.
That's hot.
And here's the thing to tie it back and bring it back is people only want to dethrone those who are marked for success.
Whoa. That's heavy, man.
Because check this out.
Wow.
Why did they not go for Bathsheba?
I
Don't
can't-
nobody talk about that. Don't
can't
nobody
take
preach
this.
about that.
I can't take this.
They
That's
only
crazy.
go after the ones that's marked. David was marked for success, bro.
Yeah.
From the field.
Yeah.
From the what?
We don't
From
find out
field.
about Bathsheba, bro, until the one who's marked for success indulges with her.
Yeah.
They never go after the one that's not marked for it.
Let me tell you something. Because bruh, I was about to throw this water bottle at you. Because the truth
So
is, even in my situation,
Yeah.
Wow, man.
The one that you fell with ain't nobody. That's what I'm saying.
nobody.
Nobody.
And I got my own
Come on now.
perspective when it comes, because there is nothing that protects men from anything.
Oh, for
Women
sure.
can do
Right.
whatever they
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do it
Yeah.
in the moment we do
You
something.
gonna keep getting us in trouble, AD.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I'm just saying, man. Like because majority of the time, like you said, where was she?
Yeah.
Like, and like, oh well, she was following. But she would. Reason why I won't bring her, but she was following orders. No.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and at
Come on, AD.
and at this point, especially in this day and age and this culture,
Yeah.
it's like the guy is always wrong.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man, this
Hey, we here now, man.
because this gonna start something real rough.
We're getting ready to go
Because-
viral like Kelontae.
But when you are a success
Yeah.
in anything,
Yeah.
people look for the dirt before they look for the good.
Oh yeah. Period, bro. With more success comes more options.
Yep.
The higher you go, the more options you have.
Yep.
Wow.
And that comes down to sex, that comes down to money,
Facts.
opportunity, and failure.
Yep.
The higher and more successful you are, the more options you will have.
Man.
So
that's
it's not
good.
till you get success or you
Man.
get a taste of it. Like you could be a person who never struggled with sexuality, and then you're hired now, and all of a sudden that opportunity presents itself.
Man.
Or you never had an issue with money or being disloyal or compromising, and then that opportunity comes, and now you fall. Like with success comes options.
Yep.
And with options comes the opportunity to fall.
Man, even when, and we talk about this with Kelontae, even when I fail,
Yeah.
my counselor said, "What's the problem?" And I was like, that's frowned upon church. He said,
Yep.
"You're a single man."
Yeah.
And then he said this, "Do you not realize, Adrain, you're an attractive single man
Yep.
that has power?"
Facts.
He said,
And that's intoxicating.
and he said, "You could be doing this every day with multiple different
Facts.
people
Yep.
if you wanted to."
Facts.
Yeah.
He said the fact that you are not
Yeah.
shows a level of restraint.
Yes.
Mm.
But they've only zoomed in on the one.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always that.
That's so good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's so good.
Kelontae, what's number two? What's number two that you would change? What's
I was thinking the whole time.
We can stay there for
Yeah.
a long time.
A very long time.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the last podcast, vulnerability.
Yeah.
Vulnerability.
That's one of the foundations of all we're talking about.
Yeah.
The
Vulnerability.
church don't want to be vulnerable. And we miss that.
Well, and I think what helps even with the success factor is what we talked about in the last podcast of having a trusted place, right?
Yeah.
But then also staffing that trusted place with our deficiencies or issues.
Yeah. Wherever you're weak at. Yeah.
Wherever we're weak. So like if I walk into a room and I'm telling Boone, like, "Hey man, I'm really not trying to go down this road with a female right now. I'm really focusing in on this and I'm focusing on this." And then he already is staffed with my type.
Bingo.
My type walks into the room.
Mm-hmm. I already know.
He already knows.
I'm aware. My trigger. It's already. Yeah.
He already knows what, and he's like, "Hey, come on.
We're getting ready to bounce.
We're getting ready to bounce.
Yeah.
We keep you on track."
Yep.
Because I've staffed him.
Yep.
I've staffed a trusted place.
Yep.
So good.
With my issue.
Yeah.
That's so good.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
So therefore, because I have, then it allows me to always have somebody there.
Yep.
Or a phone call or a text or whatever that can pull that coattail to
Yeah.
say, "Hey, you tripping?
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't lose it over this."
So
Yep.
good. Yeah.
And we always have to make sure, and I'm gonna get into what I said to him when I first signed him, but we always have to make sure that we understand that nothing is worth giving up your assignment,
Yep.
your role, your position. Like, and here's the thing: there's nothing new under the sun, bro. Like sex, money, fame, fortune. Like these have always been the crippling things for men since the beginning of the Bible.
Yep.
Like since back in the old century days. Like it's always been the same thing.
Yep.
There's nothing new there, right?
Yep.
I have this book that I wrote called Crippled Kings, and it deals with every man is born with the natural right to be king in its own right. Period.
Yep.
But through the process of time, there are things that are done to us, traumas, accidents, issues, people who we were trusted with that dropped us, caused harm, whatever. And in that way, we become crippled in some form and fashion. The issue with us as men is that we all try to cover up our crippledness. You can never take your rightful place back at the table as a king until you first acknowledge, I ain't got to cover up this crippledness anymore.
Yeah.
Mephibosheth gets placed back at the table after they realize he's crippled, bro.
Yeah.
He was trying to hide in Lodabar.
Yeah.
So all of us are trying to hide some level of our crippledness. I told Kelontae in the beginning, I said, I can only cover you to the point that you expose yourself to me.
That's it.
I can never cover what I do not know. No matter how much that my discernment, my propheticness is, all that kind of stuff. But you can only cover people to the level that they expose that part to you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a level of trust and vulnerability.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, this is a trusted place.
Yeah.
And I'm going to staff you with this.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this is something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then not be looked at any different. And then also understand that this won't be brought up in rooms that I didn't discuss it in.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been podcast.
Wow.
Like for real.
Huge, man.
Yeah.
Like I told you, it should end in that room.
Bingo. And when we walk out, that's it.
I'm not
Yeah.
So good.
I'm not hearing this
Yep.
from somebody else like,
Yep.
oh, well, I heard
Yep.
da, 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 da,
Mhm.
da.
Yep.
And with the same verbiage in which that I said.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's just that trusted aspect, man. And I think
Yeah.
that, with levels of success, there are
Yeah.
things that we have to manage, because oftentimes what I believe is that success doesn't change you. It just gives you the opportunity to be more of who you already
Yeah,
were.
it exposes
man.
the real you.
Right.
It
Yeah.
magnifies
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yep.
So if you're a spender,
Yep.
Yep.
it's gonna magnify the
Oh,
more
yeah.
successful you become. If you are a nasty, mean person, it's gonna be magnified the higher you go. If you're nice and kind, that's only gonna be magnified.
Yep.
Like, it's definitely gonna magnify you.
Yep.
But success will always bring snipers. Success will always attract manipulators.
Man.
Success will always bring people who are plotting.
Oh,
Plots.
plotters.
I mean, and when you're
Plots.
aware of that,
yeah.
and you understand that, like, the worst thing to do when you are going up this ladder of success is to become intoxicated with who everyone else believe you are.
What? That was.
I'm
heavy.
telling you, when you start
It's heavy,
believing
man.
your own hype and you start believing that everybody loves you, likes you,
Right.
and has your best interest,
Right.
and everybody is for you, then you are on your way down.
Man,
you are
well-
going to fall. You're going to end up in the wrong bed.
Yep.
You're going to end up in the
Yep.
wrong text message. You're going to
Yep.
end up on the wrong Instagram stories.
Come on.
It's just naturally going to happen.
Yep.
But when you model yourself and you position yourself under the notion that I am man, I am human, I am humanity, that this level of success comes with people who want to take me out.
Man.
Yeah.
That my position
And
is
s-
attractive.
And somebody needs to teach.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's why Kelontae's position is so important.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because now at 21,
Oh, man, it's
he
heavy.
needs to be telling
Heavy,
Yeah.
the
yeah.
16. Like,
Yeah.
somebody's
Bro.
coming to
Yes.
prove
Yeah.
how human you are.
Yeah. Like, I would tell
And
him stuff like, yo,
they want to expose
they
that.
want to expose that.
Right,
Yo,
right.
don't do FaceTimes. Don't do this.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
don't give everybody your phone number. Like,
Yeah.
these are things that I'm projecting into him.
Right.
Man.
Yeah.
And if we're not telling, like,
True.
because here's the thing, we live in the moment. You're not always going to be 16. Don't do something at 16 that your 30-year-old is going to regret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't have somebody telling you, yo, you're 17, but guess what? Your success is not in 17.
Yeah.
Your highest moment has not even been obtained yet.
No.
So while you living under the intoxication of people know your name and they see your viral video and you got millions of people watching it, that's not even your highest level of
That's not even-
success.
no.
So what you do at 17 is going to react at your 25 or your 30-year-old self or your 25 or your 35-year-old self. And if you don't have somebody telling you that, yo, don't be on FaceTime, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be giving out your number.
Yeah.
Don't be in the DMs responding to everybody.
Facts.
Don't be, because people are screenshotting this stuff. People are spreading it because guess what? Everybody wants someone to know. I know somebody that's successful.
Bingo.
I know somebody that's
Right.
going up. I know.
Bingo.
You got to keep that in
Facts.
your head. Like, think about it. Like Jesus, yo, he had the right disposition on how to handle his fame and his level of success. The woman who came in that everybody else knew as a prostitute, he
Oh,
knew as a
man.
prostitute, but
Yeah.
because he had a great relationship
Yeah.
with how he viewed himself in
Come
his role,
on.
he didn't take advantage of that.
No.
Just because I have the opportunity and I know my level of influence
Yeah.
and I know what I'm capable of,
Yeah.
I don't use that to my demise. I use that to my benefit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And you need people injecting that into you. Like,
Yeah.
yo,
Telling
you're
you,
going somewhere.
telling you,
Yeah.
like, hey, remain
So good.
humble,
Yep,
but there is something bigger.
it is.
And because even when we do not have a honest dose
Yeah.
of who we are, or
Yeah.
honest revelation of who we are,
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And
Right.
I'm in the city
Right.
that is, small city.
Woo.
And here I am.
But you're major.
Yeah, but here I am. In their eyes, I'm somebody. In my eyes, I'm just like I'm a regular person.
I'm with you.
So if I post when I was controlling my social media, and I post, an Insta story, and then somebody responds to that, comments to the Insta story, I respond back to them, just talking to them. Next thing I know, I hear, oh, well, you and so talk on DMs.
Because they didn't screenshot it, show that y'all got communication.
I'm just being nice.
Exactly. But and the thing is, sometimes they won't screenshot it because it doesn't validate what they're building.
Facts.
But they will say,
man.
oh, man, we
talking.
Yeah.
He DM'd me.
Yeah.
I responded to your DM.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
now,
man.
there are certain people that I probably have DM'd before.
Facts. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But also at the same time, it was like me not being cognizant of who I am.
Right.
And who I was in the eyes of other people.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to tell you the biggest battles, like when people are flirting with that social media, I'm gonna post this and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this because that's their weapon of choice to use against you because they're saying, I want to cripple your influence. I want to change the perspective of how people see you. That's witchcraft.
It's witchcraft.
I want to change the way people see you. So I'm gonna write on posts, say you did this, say you did this, say you're doing this, say you're doing this, say you're doing this, because I want everybody to know that you're not who you say that you are. But in all actuality, it's like, you think that that's going to stop.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop.
It's not going to stop.
It's not going to stop me. You think that it is.
Good, man.
It's going to allow you to win your mental battle within yourself.
For sure.
But it's not going to stop me.
At all.
Because people are still going to be inquisitive about me in general. And but that validates who I am.
Facts.
I didn't know who I was until the attacks that I was facing.
And your attacks always validates who you are and where you're going. You will always know the level that you're going to based on the attacks you face when you are nobody.
I'm about to walk out.
When you haven't even gotten there yet.
I'm about to walk out. It's heavy.
For sure.
It's so true, man.
For sure.
Ah, man, you said something. I had a thought in my head, but I lost it. I'm old.
Find it, Lord.
I got to write it down.
Bring it back.
It was coming so
Why
fast,
you think I'd be over here?
man. I know,
like,
it was coming so fast. It was coming so fast, man. Dang.
He was talking about, I don't know. Look,
Please come back. Please come back. Please let it
What's
come back. Like, oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, here it goes.
There you go.
Here it go. It came back. So here it is. When you are on your way to success and you are getting a taste of success or you're becoming that person of success, the thing that you have to realize is that you have to understand it is quality over quantity, right? And it's never about who the crowd says you are.
I was going to get there, man. Number 2.
It's never about who the crowd says you are. You have to have that quality group of people
that's hard.
That is more important about what they say you are and who they say you are than the crowd.
That's hard.
Jesus says to them, he said, who do men say that I am? They start giving all these things and Jesus said, but who do you say? Because I wanted to see just how close are you to the crowd and how much have you heard about me from the crowd?
Man,
and did what they say about me
influence
what you say about me?
Woo.
Bro, people can say a whole bunch of stuff about me and you, AD.
Oh, man, dude.
A whole bunch of stuff.
Dude.
But here's the thing. They will never influence who I say you are.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's so good.
And I won't even talk to them long enough to even allow what they think to get on me.
That's how you know that people who is called to your life.
Facts.
Right.
Is because I look at it like this. If you can tell me what the city said about me.
Oh, bro, we in the wrong compartment. I shouldn't even be connected to you like that, bro.
Yeah.
Because you done had too many long conversations.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing I prided myself on, and we're going to get back to your second and third. But here's the other thing I pride myself on, because this is going long, but it's good.
It's good.
People, I prided myself on my mystiqueness, bro. You will never know who I am based on my social media presence. I'm going to give you just enough to speculate, to think, to be intrigued. People are intrigued by the unknown.
Into the unknown.
Sometimes we give people too much.
Too much. And that's what I did.
Yeah.
I was showing all my life.
Of it. Yeah. And we used to have those conversations.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And when people get too much access, too much information, too much validity, all that kind of stuff, the mystiqueness, bro, keeps people at arm's length. And it gives them enough to speculate, to come to conclusions, but never have facts.
Man.
So you gonna come back just because I'm intriguing you just enough. Like I don't know what you do. Like,
Yeah.
are you a pastor? Are you an industry executive? Are you this? I don't really know who you are.
And then they want to know.
And
that.
they want to know.
Yeah.
But you keep them at that length because you're never going to get too close to know.
Yeah.
Because I have a quality of people that I trust to know who I am.
Yeah.
Now, you can speculate all day long.
All day
Yeah.
long.
Oh, I think he's like this, or I think he's like that,
Yeah.
or I think he's that. Do
Wow, man.
it. Speculate, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Bruh.
sometimes, bro, when I go on these trips or whatever, I'll take pictures and people be like, who took the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Speculate. I took the picture, but you can speculate whoever you want to speculate.
You can build whatever narrative in your head.
in your head.
And that's going to drive you crazy.
Yeah. But guess what? You're going to keep coming back to my page.
Yep. Yep.
Snap.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you how many people, speculate.
Yes,
and
sir.
And like even now, back on social media, my presence is back on social
Yeah,
media.
come on.
And, the team running the page.
Yep.
And then they'll be like, oh, well, I don't see your daughter on your page. I realized like I was giving too much.
Too much.
I was
Too much,
recording
bro.
stuff in my
Yes.
home.
Too much,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
I was,
Too much.
like,
Yep.
Not Boone.
like
Yeah.
I'd be on the couch, I go live,
Too
and then
much.
people ain't looking at me, they looking at stuff in the
All
background.
this stuff in the background. And the
Looking at
stuff that
stuff.
you're not even aware of, they didn't picked up. You're like, bruh.
They
I didn't
like-
even- yeah.
They're like, oh, so you got this in your house? What are you talking about?
Yes, sir.
But now I'm
Yep.
really realizing it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I was in war
Yeah.
that began to expose
Facts.
how open I was
Yeah.
with my personal life.
Yep.
And then people felt like they knew me.
Yeah.
So
Like, and
Yep.
I'm like, you don't know me.
You don't know.
You don't know me. And I'm like, even though I was exposing a lot on social media at the time.
Yeah.
I'm like, the stuff I'm exposing y'all to, that ain't,
Yep.
you
Bingo.
still don't know me.
You still don't know.
You still don't know me.
But I'm glad you did that. Like, when it comes to like
So
your
good.
daughter, that kind of stuff. I always
Yeah.
tell people, like, especially when I'm in relationships, like, I don't plaster it, right?
Yeah.
But I always felt like I should keep my happiness public and my relationships private.
Yep.
Because when a person don't know who has your heart, they don't know who to attack.
Bingo. Because when they can't get to you, they attack what's
They
close to your
attack
heart.
what's close to
To
you.
your heart. Yep.
They'll slide in their DMs.
Oh, yeah.
They'll plant seeds in their heads.
Oh, trust me.
Yeah, you
Trust
get
me.
what I'm saying?
I done seen it.
Yes, sir.
I done literally seen why when somebody couldn't reach me,
Yep.
they started reaching out to people that was
That
close
they close
to
to
me.
you. Yep. Bingo. All right, so number 2. What was the second thing you would change?
Sheesh.
We're talking about success.
I almost cussed, man. That was good. I almost say spit. Golly. Dang, that's good. Man, stay away from the lights, man.
Yeah.
Because
And
with
I should
light
say
comes
their
what?
light.
With light comes
Their
what?
light.
With light comes what?
More heat, man.
More heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay
Yeah.
away from the light. It's very dangerous. Jesus did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He takes him up on the mountain. Bible says Satan shows in Matthew 4. He said, hey, I'm going to show you all the kingdoms of the world. We
Yeah.
miss kingdoms have lights.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what make great kingdom is great light.
Great light.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 3.
Number 3, I don't know. I'm still finding out
Yeah.
myself
Yeah.
and, growing because that from 15 to 21 was one stage.
That's good.
Wow.
Like, I didn't realize that. Like, I had a whole talk with myself, like, bro, you became something in 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Because the last 5 was something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the still in the dark and the trauma to the last part. And how I know my story and where I'm at right now is such a becoming stage. I had my mom, just to be transparent, my mom came to me the other day, Boone, came to me. She said, hey, come here. It was so just weird. She said, come in the room, we talked. And did not know that family members started seeing my story and transparency to where, of course, they want to know things like what happened, because my parents didn't know my trauma. They didn't know what happened, from an early age to now I'm finding out things of other family members and little cousins now who are so overwhelmed, break down to their parents.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, this is what happened. Like I had a cousin literally, was drunk and got upset, had a gun on him, took the gun and beat down the accuser, not the accuser, but the molester.
Yeah.
And I was so shocked. This is for this person. This is for them. I'm like, whoa, what is this?
Wow.
What is this about? And my mom said, I don't know what's going on, but after you have now come open to share some things, man, and to be transparent, not just about the natural side of help and being open so that you can receive your healing, but the spiritual side too. Because if it had not been for God, like, For real, I would not be sane to this day. And that showed me how our stories and everywhere we are in life, whether it's success, your failures, whatever, it's not for you.
Yeah.
It's for you to share with somebody else so that they can get the healing that they need. Yes, he beat the brother, in the head with the gun down to a pulp to the white meat.
Right.
But at the same time, could it have been done? Absolutely. But that was his avenue to get something out that started a conversation.
Absolutely.
And so now I am so happy to now have conversations. Like, wait, man, don't just tell me about Jesus' cross, man,
Yeah.
and the nails. Like, we talked about something. What about the splinters, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, what about that success?
we spent a whole hour talking about splinters, bro.
I mean, that's where I'm at. So if that's my
Wow.
third thing, I think that's my third thing. Like walking with splinters.
Yeah.
You talk about thorns. Let's talk about splinters.
That's so good.
Because if he was nailed to a cross, you can't tell me he ain't felt a splinter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That the church failed to identify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he says, nah, if you want to follow me, Kelontae, nah, you got to carry something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not even that first, bro. Deny yourself, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, know that this ain't about you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. So, yeah.
Well, we know there's gonna be 2 parts anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there are a few things I want to pull out real quick
Dope.
before we wrap this up. That I know. So
Yeah.
you're 16. You're standing on the stages of success. Talk about what was happening in your academic life while you're viral.
Oh, man.
And while you're on your way up to success.
Yo, that's very important for any parent that has an amazing, gifted child. Educational, just that whole arena by itself in my academics, it's very important to a child, especially when we start talking about school and stuff. Our school, they raise us to go to college. Some have their different beliefs. College is whack and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of stuff,
Right.
man. I mean, most of the millionaires, billionaires, some dropped out of college.
Yeah, they go to
yeah.
college. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what? Man, we're people making money off their phone. But for me, like, it was so hard because I went viral at 15, got signed at 16, and I failed 10th grade. Like, I failed 10th grade, traveling and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and I part of it, I wanted to blame it on my parents, but they won't let me. I said, no, this is some of y'all fault, because y'all should have made sure I was doing my work. You can't tell us that. And I'm like, well, I was out this. Y'all made sure I didn't miss an engagement. So I was talking about how God was awesome, but I had D's and F's. My God was A, but I got D's and F's, yo. Like, how that look? And and you know what? I found out too, a lot of church kids be failing.
Yeah.
We miss what the kingdom and the church is really about. We're supposed to be grooming each other.
Yeah.
So while I was singing and playing on the instruments, my pastor who gave me a check should have been making sure, hey, how's your school?
Yeah.
How's your grades, yo? Like, you can sing, but how's that looking?
Yeah.
Like, don't represent Christ out here failing, because
Yeah.
he ain't no failing God. You
Yeah.
got your struggles, your challenges, but let's bring it in. And so I really had a tough time in school. Like, it was hard.
Yeah.
Like, it was hard. Like, being freaking fit 16 and you in school going, you can't go to the 11th grade electives and stuff because they don't know you got a 10 on your ID because you repeating it. You can't go to 11th grade stuff because you got 10 on your ID.
Oh my God. You got shit on your ID.
We didn't see you at the field. Why we didn't saw you, man?
You showing your ID covering up that 10
Yeah, man. You can see the 1, but not the 0,
Right.
man. Like, and nobody knew it, but it was a tough thing. Like,
It's
I
a
almost
balance.
failed high
It's a
school.
balance.
Balance.
Facts.
Well, priority at.
Yeah. When it comes to
Priority.
success.
That's
was hard.
Yeah, I don't believe in balance. I believe in priority.
Priorities.
That's
And I
so
think
good, man.
everything,
I love that.
Everything
Man, that's good.
everything has priority. Balance is not even biblical.
Mm-mm.
What?
Jesus didn't balance
You
time.
sure?
Come
No,
on.
no. That's what they
Come
say.
on.
They talk about
Je-
balance all the time.
Come on.
Jesus didn't balance time with his disciples.
Nope.
He made certain disciples at certain
Priority.
time priority. Peter, James, and John were priority.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to take the offering after. But
Peter,
so good.
Peter, James, and
Just
John were
for leaving.
priority.
yeah.
Whoever brings the best out of me brings in priority.
Uh-oh.
Wait, that's so good.
Uh-oh. Say it one more time.
Whoever brings the best out of me is priority.
It's priority.
Ooh.
That's hard.
Whoever brings the best out
Whoever
of me
brings the best out of me
is priority.
Well,
gets my priority.
How I know who bring the best out of me?
You
I'm
should see that.
21, man.
But you should
Yeah.
see that. You should see
Yeah.
how you feel, how
Yep.
productive you are.
Yep.
Talking
With
about
the-
all of the other 21-year-olds. It's because y'all was talking about some stuff. It's hard. It's
It
hard
is.
to identify quality when all we talk about is quantity.
Yeah.
Shoes,
True.
clothes, followers,
True.
likes,
Yeah.
True.
shares.
But once you experience quality, you understand the
understand it.
difference.
Some
You
don't though.
Man,
nah, you do.
You have
do.
to.
And I'm gonna tell you
Go
how
for it, AD.
how you know the difference, right? Is the drive in a Nissan the same as the drive in
The Rolls Royce.
in the Rolls Royce?
Shucks. I've witnessed it myself, Doc. Oh no.
You said no, right?
No,
because
sir.
you experienced quality.
When you've been
That's
exposed to that.
You've been exposed to quality. So if I've only drove in Mazdas and Nissans, that's cool. But the moment I cross over into a Rolls, and drive a Wraith, float like I'm on the cloud.
On air,
man.
It's just a different level of quality.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that I can't drive that.
Right.
But what it means is if I got a choice,
Option.
I'm going to choose. And that's what Jesus did.
Yes,
Jesus
sir.
always chose.
Yes, sir.
The quality.
Yep. That's
He
so good.
addressed the quantity.
The quantity.
But he spent time
with the quality.
It's good, man.
All right,
pull
we got
on that, man.
All right,
I want to pull on that. That was
we gotta
one
close
more thing.
this out.
One more thing. Okay.
Oh shit.
Because this is gonna be reality. Because we talked about success. We talked about how the manager going up. But I want to hit this nail in the coffin and nail this. You're 18 years old.
Yeah.
And now you're making, and I want everybody to hear this. For those of you out
Oh,
there
are you going where I think you going?
I'm going there.
Man, let's go there, dog.
I'm going there.
The chips shall make you free.
You're 18 years old. I
18?
told you at 17, I said, if you listen to me, you'll be a millionaire by 24.
You'll be a millionaire.
Now, your first year, making 6 figures, and I'm talking about this is a documented, we've paid him
I got the
over
$200,000. I got it.
At 18 years old.
It's in my phone. I gotta remind myself every day. I see that. I look at it every day. I look at it.
Talk about that. With success, the monetary growth that comes with success, and how you failed at managing that.
So the monetary growth, the failed management, and the non-growth mindset, that played a huge role in all of that. Because I was 18. I come from a little town, 80. I'm from South Carolina. That's country, man.
Yeah.
Nobody in your family in the line has made 6 figures or even above in a year, let alone 5-10 years.
Yeah.
No, of course that can be threatening and demeaning to others in a way. So man, he think he's something because I wasn't even calculating like that. Cause I was just, the quickest I got it, I spent it.
Yeah.
Woo! But I love Jesus and Jordans. So I was fresh, spending on food, looking out for people.
Yeah,
I'll pay for it.
people.
You
Sending
got it.
people cash apps.
Yeah, man, you going out with 10 people, you want to show them you got it, paying for the whole ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, one time I paid about 10 people for food. Food about $500, but I wanted to show them.
Yeah.
I was a young man. I got it, man. I just got back from here. Just want to show you that I can pay for it, man. Yeah, but that was so hard. Like, I spent it, and I want to encourage my young people, even some young adults out there, y'all, please, man, find out every resource you can when it comes to how to manage and prioritize, your funds, strategic spendings, create a budget for yourself. Like, I'm just getting it at 21. Now, I can say this, and I'm being transparent. Had I gotten it at 18, I know for a fact close to $1 million would just be sitting in my bank account right now. Had I listened. Not showboat, not wanting to wear it, but I really want to encourage y'all, like, please get the resources you can and listen to those who have your best interests at heart, because you know your limits and you know what's your weaknesses. So you got to identify that. And I didn't identify that my biggest weakness wasn't a shoe. It was my mindset and my perspective and perception of how I view that. That if I had it, it had a level of power, of respect, of belonging, relationship. Some people say that's their love language is gifts, but some people, they just get stuff and give it because it makes them feel good. Yeah. Not even the other person. Yeah. So it was really hard. So yeah, man. Woo! Yeah, man.
Man.
Hard, man.
That's rich.
That was hard.
Oh boy.
That's rich.
Man, AD.
All right, man. We gotta close this out. This is gonna be 2 parts.
Close it out. It's 2 parts. We're gonna break it up in 2 parts, y'all.
Yeah, we gotta break this up in 2 parts.
This was awesome. Thank y'all, man.
Hey, man, thank you.
y'all, man.
As we wrap this up, AD, what is your prescription to the patients today? To the patients today.
I think
I'm sick.
What's so crazy?
I'm sick, doc.
I think my prescription is from the standpoint of success.
Yeah.
I think it is to have a trusted circle, but make sure you listen to that circle.
Yes, sir.
Huge.
You can have people around, but just make sure you listen.
Listen.
That's my prescription. Now feel it.
I'm going to give a double dose of that prescription today.
Yeah.
Double dose.
I feel like, it's no need to give you another medication when I believe that's That's literally what you need to do.
That's it.
And you need to take that and feel it patience.
That's it.
That was awesome.
That is.
Hey, this has been Painkillers
Yeah.
with Marquis.
And AD.
And you know what we do.
Yeah, man. We talk your pain away. That's what we do.
Hey, until next time, thank you so much to our guest painkiller, Kelontae Gavin. Patience. Y'all go get those prescriptions filled. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget you can join us every Monday night on Medication Mondays on Clubhouse at 9 p.m. It's an extended conversation from the Painkillers podcast. Clubhouse, Monday nights at 9 p.m. Medication Mondays.